It's been a wild week when it came to the stock market and GameStop. As a former employee of GameStop, I found this entire story very hilarious and also a kind of, I guess, insightful. Maybe insightful is the wrong word. It's just that it's funny how the rich stay rich, and when the poor try to get rich, the rich have a problem with it. That's really been my whole and only takeaway from this entire GameStop thing. Like, I get what happened with Reddit and everyone saying, yeah, pour in a GameStop. And then that thing blew up overnight, which made me regret not investing in GameStop stock when I should have, when I first started there years ago. I should have done that. Or at least if I had known anything, I would have invested just before this happened. And yeah, Robinhood definitely should. Anyway, but yeah, it's just funny. But the rich don't want anyone else becoming rich. And when the poor begin to become rich, there's a problem. And that's really where the problem is. No one else wants to see the poor come up. I, for one, do. I'm not poor by any means, but I'm not rich either. It just hurts to see people be so angry over other people getting the same opportunities as them. I don't know. What do y'all think? Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek, episode 63. Welcome, everyone. This is Do You Speak Geek. I am your host, Nix. Welcome to the podcast. Man, it's just kicking off, man. It's been a crazy week. But thank you all for joining me. I definitely appreciate that. All my listeners out there, everyone who's a new listener, welcome to the ride. And all my avid listeners, welcome back. Wherever you are listening, I thank you for listening there, whether it be the home team Spreaker, if you're listening there. If you are listening there, please be sure to follow, subscribe, and like this podcast. If you're listening in other avenues as well, like and subscribe to the podcast, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, wherever you are listening, please be sure to hit that subscribe and like the episodes. I really want to know what you guys are feeling out there. Also, don't forget to go to doyouspeakgeek.com. That is doyouspeakgeek.com is the central hub for everything DYSG, where you get to see photos, read the blogs, see all kind of stuff you really don't hear about on the podcast. You can check it out there at doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on social medias, Facebook at DYSGFB, Twitter, DYSG_tweets, and Instagram at DoYouSpeakGeek. Coming up soon from Do You Speak Geek at the Instagram page, we have the wonderful and amazing Dono picking 28 cosplayers for the 28 Days of Black cosplay. That is coming soon, a place where you can only find that on our social medias. So please be sure to check that out there on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as always, we have a First Friday Fights coming up real soon. This one you guys don't want to miss. It's Marvel's Trinity versus DC's Trinity. If you know what it is, you know what it's going to be. Speaking of me and Dono, YouTube is the only place where you can find the Dono and Daddy Show. Please be sure to subscribe, like, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications, and leave your comments. We want to know what you guys think. We recently had a past Talk Tuesday episode, so please be sure to go check that out. Be sure to like and hit that comment button down there. I want to know what you guys thought about that as well, too. Short episode this week. I'm not even gonna lie. Outside of the GameStop thing, there really wasn't a lot of gamer news. Mostly I got for y'all just a little bit of stuff here, but let's go ahead and crack into it with my favorite portion of the show, Source Wall.
Man, You come right out of a comic book.
Behold the source wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, I mentioned this last week, and I guess I got a little ahead of myself, but let's just go ahead and drop that ball on that thing again. The other history of the DC Universe #2. Before the new Teen Titans, there were the original Teen Titans in the tumultuous 1970s in an America that was very different than today, but in many ways all too familiar. The trials and tribulations of these young heroes were witnessed by two of DC's first black superheroes, Karen Beecher Duncan, better known as Bumblebee, and Mal Duncan, even if their versions of events are at odds. And across that decade, they fought at their seats at the they fought for their seats at the Titans table while joining the battle against injustice. This was the Source Wall Wednesday pick for this week. Please be sure to read that one. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. The Amazing Spider-Man 58, Negative Space #1. One era of Nick Spencer's run comes to a shocking end this issue, but the seeds that he's planted along the way for the next start to bloom. Don't miss this pivotal issue. I haven't read Spider-Man in a while, and I kind of enjoy this one. Spawn 314, Chang Gang Part 1, introducing the new super team, the Chang Gang. Gunslinger Spawn, Medieval Spawn, The Reaper, and Ninja Spawn. Man. Yo, if you're not reading Spawn right now, you're losing. Seriously, Spawn is so good right now. Hasn't been as good in a long time. Spawn, please be, you need to be reading Spawn right now. I'm telling y'all. Please check that book out. And finally, we have Future State Suicide Squad #1. The Suicide Squad enters the Future State era as Amanda Waller uses Task Force X to save the world and remake it in her image. But what happens when the team shows up to stop her? And in the second story in this exercise issue, Black Adam, the immortal one-time champion of the Wizard Shazam, rules the planet Kahndaq in the 853rd century. Can he save the future from a threat rooted in the past? Dope book to check out there. Please be sure to see what was going on with Black Adam in this dystopian future here. I think you guys are going to really find it interesting. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all. Thunder. Thunder. Thunder.
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude. I am the villain of the story.
All right, you couch potatoes and you bingers, here is your TV and movie news. Zack Snyder's Justice League gets an official release date, so get ready to mark your calendars. Fans have been asking, petitioning, fundraising, and even protesting that the Zack Snyder's cut of the 2017 Justice League movie be released. And here we are more than 3 years later, and it's about to come to fruition on HBO Max on the date of March 18th. That's going to be a very interesting day because the very next day we get Falcon and Winter Soldier. However, this is going to be a nice little surprise here. Well, not surprise, it's going to be a nice little release. Fans have been waiting for this for a long time, and I think it'll pay off in dividends. It's 4 hours long. Yeah, 4 hours. So, Endgame was long enough, but this is 4 hours long. So, if you don't get a Snickers beforehand, please get one during this. You're going to be there a while. Harry Potter TV series reportedly in development at HBO Max. A report from Variety said that sources have indicated plans for a show moving ahead, although no talent, director, or writers have been attached. No plot details have been revealed either. However, broad ideas have been discussed for what the show could be, but that no ideas have been officially made. HBO and Warner Bros. Have told The Hollywood Reporter there is no Harry Potter series in development at the studio or streaming platform. This could, however, be a different definition of in development, with early discussions reportedly ongoing. The companies may not yet have defined what it is going to be as this project continues to develop. I'm all here for it. I know a lot of people have completely canceled J.K. Rowling for her comments, whether you agree with them or not. However, the woman is talented, and I definitely look forward to seeing what is coming forward with this series, if there's going to be one at all, and any other projects in the future. I definitely going to continue to support that and see what we got going on with the Harry Potter lore and that community. NBC Universal's Peacock has won WWE Network exclusive streaming rights. Now, this was a pretty interesting story that jumped off this past week. WWE Network subscribers are going to be officially moved over to Peacock, which is NBC's streaming service. Now, they have reached a multi-year agreement giving Peacock exclusive streaming rights for American viewers. Now, of course, if you're in the other countries, you'll continue to keep your subscriptions. They'll get access to WWE Network, but pay 50% less per month while getting full access to the version of Peacock Premium tier with ads. So if you look at it that way, you are either getting either way you look at it, you're either getting your WWE Network for half off or you're getting Peacock for free. Now, there is a trade-off as well if you want to get the ad-free version, which is $9.99 for Peacock, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. Instead of paying $9.99 for WWE Network, you're now paying $9.99 for Peacock, and you're getting WWE Network. So again, you're looking at either getting half off or you're getting it for free. Depends on how you look at it. It looks like the 1.1 million subscribers that came with WWE are going to be fused into the 26 point something subscribers for Peacock. Now that means more eyes are on WWE programming. This also includes that there's no additional charges for live events, pay-per-view such as SummerSlam and WrestleMania coming up soon. The merger will be official on Sunday, March 21st. WWE fans who prefer to order pay-per-views the traditional way of pay-per-view still have that option. Now, it looks like Vince didn't win, sorry. He got a cool $1 billion from this deal. My only question is any of that getting kicked back to the talent? That's one thing I have a question for. Also, what does this mean for the main product? First of all, the fact that WWE Network only had 1.1 million subscribers is sad because you gave it away every week, like every week on WWE main programming. Subscribe now and you get it for free, and you get this month for free, that month for free, and you get WrestleMania for free. It's like you gave it away so much, you lost so much money, and you lost so many subscribers. There are people who would have stuck around, or people who would have actually subscribed had you not gave it away. But here now we have more eyes, and as we all know right now, WWE main programming sucks. Is it going to get better? I'm not going to hold my breath. Borderlands the movie. Now, I didn't even know this was being made, and apparently Kevin Hart has now joined the cast. Hart has been cast as Roland, a character from the first two Borderlands games of the pre-sequel. The press release announcing Hart's casting only references that Roland is an ex-soldier turned mercenary, which lines up with the character's backstory in the game. In the game, Roland was honorably discharged from the military unit Crimson Lance and turned to a life of looting with the help of shotguns, turrets, and assault rifles. The movie will be directed by Hostile director Eli Roth. Gearbox founder Randy Pitchford is an executive producer on the movie. I mean, hey, why not? I mean, I didn't even know they were making a movie. Kevin Hart's in it. Should be funny in a little bit here. Let's give it a shot. See what happens. And it seems like these two actors are joined at the hip. So when there's news for one, there's news for the other. So we got Kevin Hart. Now let's go on to The Rock. Dwayne Johnson reveals a full Young Rock trailer for his new TV series. Now, the premise behind this show is that it's a series of interviews being conducted as Dwayne Johnson prepares for his run for president in 2032. Footage of the trailer shows off the other 3 time periods that will be staples of the series, including a young Johnson in 82, 87, and 1990, with a tease from some big names that will be featured in the series. The series Young Rock was created by Nakatachin Khan, with 2 actors playing the titular versions of Johnson in his younger years. 15-year-old Rock will be played by Bradley Constant, Marco Polo's Eli Lakafu playing Johnson from ages 18 to 20 when he's recruited to play football from the University of Miami. Rounding out the cast from the series is Stacey Liu, will be playing Rocky Johnson's mother, Ada Johnson, while the role of his late father will be played by Joseph Lee Anderson. Anna Tulisila will play Johnson's grandmother-in-law, Leah Maivia, the wife of great Chief Peter Maivia. It will focus on the 3 chapters of The Rock's life, from growing up as a strong, resilient family to being surrounded by wild characters of his professional wrestling family to playing football at the University of Miami. And the show will explore a crazy roller coaster that shaped Dwayne into becoming the man he is today and the larger-than-life characters he met along the way. I think it's going to be an interesting series. I'm definitely going to be watching it. I mean, I'm a big Rock fan anyway. So, why not? I think it'll be fun to watch and see what his life was like. Hopefully it's a accurate depiction, and I'm looking forward to it. Well, like I said, y'all, that's the show right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for listening. Thank you to every single listener out there. I appreciate you guys so much. Please be sure to follow the content, subscribe to the content, like the content, and let your boy know what y'all thinking about that content. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please be sure to check out the YouTube channel, like and subscribe there. As always, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?